Hey everybody, back with another episode of Blockbuster Underground. The final episode for the year. We're going to do a preview of what's coming up in 2025. This will be a combination of physical media, 4K Blu-ray, DVD, all that, as well as top movies that hopefully will make some money in the box office this coming year. We'll see. Anyway, let's get cracking here. Get my list pulled up. Physical media. So obviously I don't have dates for every single month because we're too near the year. I got a fair number of titles dating up to pretty much April. So January 7th, we got a couple of new 4Ks coming out. Seven, the David Fincher movie, is coming out in 4K. That one was announced like a year ago, but it got delayed because Fincher is a real stickler for the quality of his releases and personally oversees the restoration and 4K transfer and all that stuff. So Seven's taken a little bit longer than would have, but it is coming out January 7th. I think there's a steelbook as well as a regular 4K. We Live in Time, which is the one with Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh, is coming out that day. Saturday Night, which is the movie based loosely on the first couple years of Saturday Night Live. It was on, I think it was on Prime for a while there, but that's coming out on disc January 7th. And a 4K upgrade to the Sam Raimi film Drag Me to Hell, which was pretty good back in the day. It came out, I think, 2005? Something like that. 2000, 2009, 2010, I think. So, let's see. January 14th. Four new titles for 4K. Well, one so not quite new. Inglorious Bastards, the Quentin Tarantino movie, is getting a 4K release from Arrow Video, so it's going to be packed with extras. I'm pretty sure, other than like the swag add-ons, it's basically the same disc that was already out. I've got Inglorious Bastards in 4K. Came out a while back, but that's getting an Arrow release. So anybody that is really into the boutique labels, keep an eye out for that. Chinatown with Jack Nicholson's getting a 4K release. Once Upon a Time in the West is getting a 4K release, and JoJo Dancer Your Life is Calling, which was the 1986 Richard Pryor movie, also getting a 4K release. Pretty deep cut there. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. January 21st, Kill Bill 1 and 2 in 4K. We're not getting the whole bloody affair, which is the combined release of both movies edited together, kind of the way they did with The Godfather 1 and 2 back in the day, where they kind of. I'm still going to find that release again. The Godfather 1 and 2, they went back and they restored the movie and put it in chronological order because, as spoiler, Godfather 2 flashes back to young Marlon Brando, played by De Niro, as Vito Corleone growing up, interspersed with present day with Michael Al Pacino's character trying to keep that family together. So no combined release for Kill Bill 1 and 2, but 4Ks nonetheless, which is good. Jackie Brown, another Tarantino flick, getting a 4K release that day. The Substance with Demi Moore is coming out, Blu-ray 4K. The Cell, an older movie with Jennifer Lopez, is getting a 4K upgrade. Venom: The Last Dance is coming out that day, and Smile 2 also on that day. Uh, February 4th, we've got two major titles coming out. One is going to be Wicked. That is going to make a lot of money. 4K regular Blu-ray. The 4K is going to have a sing-along track included, so you can sing along to it. A couple of commentary tracks, one with John Chu and one with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, which I'm guessing is them crying for 2.5 hours. I don't know. Juror number 2, the Clint Eastwood movie, comes out that day, also with Nicholas Hoult. February 11th, we've got Conclave, which was the one with Ray Fiennes about the priests and stuff. Pretty in Pink's getting a 4K release, and Dante's Peak with Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton from back in the day is getting a 4K. February 18th, three big ones. Panic Room, again, David Fincher, 4K release with Jodie Foster, Forrest Whitaker, and Kirsten Stewart. Older movie, came out 2001. Pretty good film, though. I'm interested to see what the 4K release does. Social Network, also getting a 4K release that day. And Constantine with Keanu Reeves getting a 4K release. Still no word on Constantine 2. They keep saying it's going to happen, but no definitive word yet. Last I heard was they're working on it. 25th of February. This is what I'm gonna be. This is gonna be a day one for me. Amadeus in 4K, the 1984 Best Picture winner by Milos Forman, with Tom Hulce and F. Murray Abraham. That's gonna look sweet in 4K. I can't wait. Cruising with Al Pacino coming out in 4K that day, and My Girl, the tears jerker Macaulay Culkin film. If you don't like bees, that's getting a 4K release that day too. March 4th, we're getting Gladiator 2. Just came out on digital on Christmas Eve. Wicked also is on digital as of today, if you want to buy it or rent it. Physical release for Gladiator 2 is on March 4th, though. And remember Reanimator, the horror movie from the 80s? That's getting a 4K release that day. Never say never. March 18th, Penguin Season 1 with Colin Farrell is coming out 4K Blu-ray. And Arrow Video is doing a full release of Deep Blue Sea in 4K. Fun movie if you've never seen it. Totally goofy as shit. But if you like movies with big sharks eating people and the whole 9 yards, worth checking out. Thomas Jane's in it. Stellan Skarsgård, briefly. LL Cool J. I had a lot of fun with that movie. I remember my nephew saw it when he was way too young, and oh my god, he was traumatized for years. Hilarious. April 1st, we're getting Superman and Lois Season 4, as well as a full release of the entire series on Blu-ray. Too bad that show ended. I had a lot of fun with it. I cried my fucking face off in the final episode. But definitely going to be picking that up to finish off the set. Great show. Too bad they pulled the plug on it because they want the focus to be on the new kid playing Superman in the James Gunn movie. But, it lasted while it lasted. And April 15th, we got Dune Prophecy. It is coming out 4K and Blu-ray, which is currently on Max, I think. Spin-off series based on the Dune movies. So that's April 15th. So that's all I got from physical media right now, because obviously dates change and new stuff comes out. The rule of thumb is usually, it's been weird. It's been like Borderlands came out a week after theatrical on digital. Gladiator was a month. So usually with theatrical releases now, add 4 weeks, and you got digital, add 6 to 8 weeks, and you got physical. Um, Generally, the way it's been going recently, like I said, some real misnomers with some films coming out way sooner than they should be. The Crow being another one that was quickly routed to digital. Didn't do much help though. So let's see theatrical releases. Anybody that's actually going to wander into a movie theater the next year. This is not obviously every movie coming out because that would take me weeks to put together. But this is kind of like the main biggest hits they're hoping. The studios are hoping will make the most money. So starting January 17th, we got the Wolfman movie from Blumhouse. They dropped a couple of trailers for this one. Looks okay. I'm a big fan of the original Wolfman movie from the 1930s with Lon Chaney Jr. So, and I actually just picked up American Werewolf in London on Blu-ray a couple days ago. Found it for dirt cheap. So I'm curious to see what that's like. May not be a theater trip, but curious nonetheless. February 14th, Captain America: Brave New World. Marvel better hope this makes some money, because otherwise, ooh, yikes. Um, they've had to do a lot of reshoots on this one. A lot of script rewrites. I think they actually changed directors at one point. But, I mean, it's a day one for me. Harrison Ford turning into Red Hulk. Fuck, I'm there, of course. Same day as Captain America, Paddington in Peru on February 14th. The third film in the series. And I guess Paddington goes to Peru. I have not watched any of the films. I did watch Paddington Bear as a child growing up in England. I actually had a Paddington bear in my room, complete with his Wellingtons on, his boots, rain boots, Wellingtons, what they call them in England. Um, but yeah, that's the same day as Captain America, so some counteractive programming there. March 7th, Mickey 17 with Robert Pattinson. They dropped a couple of trailers for this one. It looks completely weird. He's basically getting reincarnated over and over again, or cloned, I guess. I'm not sure. Look, trailer's wacky, but it looks like a lot of fun. Next up, ooh Snow White on March 21st. This one's going to be all over the box office. Yeah, this is going to bomb. Huge, guys. The last trailer was absolutely atrocious. They got a whole bunch of flack because they took the dwarfs out because Peter Dinklage complained. So they replaced the dwarfs with 7 non-binary um, random hill people, and they showed the pictures of that, and all the fans were like, "What the fuck is this?" So they went back and they added in the dwarfs that looked like mutated garden gnomes. Like with a budget that big, you could have got the CGI looking a little bit better, but whatever. That movie's gonna absolutely bomb massively, so watch out for that. Um, April 4th, the Minecraft movie, which I have absolutely no interest in seeing. But I know there's a lot of people that love playing Minecraft, so it'll probably make some money. I think Jack Black's in it, a couple other people. This one's one I'm actually looking forward to is Sinners on April 18th. Ryan Coogler with Michael B. Jordan. Not sure. It looks like a horror movie. I'm not sure if it's vampires, but there's something weird going on, and I am definitely intrigued by checking out the trailer. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. May 2nd, Thunderbolts, asterisk. Still don't know what the asterisk means. Maybe ingredients vary. We'll see. May 2nd for that one, though. Hopefully it's good. The trailers look like it could be fun. Kind of like the Marvel version of Suicide Squad, or Dark Avengers for the MCU side of things. May 23rd, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Will this be the last one that Tom Cruise does? We don't know. Let's see how much money it made. Dead Reckoning was a decent movie. I did a review of that on the channel a while back. Um, did see that in theaters in D-Box while I was in Vancouver a couple years ago, and that was a lot. I had a lot of fun with that one. Unfortunately, it got sandwiched right between Barbie and Oppenheimer. So the minute those two movies came out, Mission Impossible made no money at all, which was kind of sad because it was a fun film. Some really good stunts, really good cinematography, the whole 9 yards. Same day, counter programming, Lilo and Stitch movie live action coming out. Again, Disney just running out of fresh ideas. Let's just remake all of our animated shit live action, even though it's a CGI alien. Okay. Um, I mean, the same thing with Snow White. There's a ton of CGI in that. The biggest one was Lion King. Yeah, live action. No, not quite. May 30th, Karate Kid Legends. This one I'd known about, but I'd kind of forgotten, and then they dropped the trailer a few weeks ago, and it reminded me, and it actually looks really good. Basically, Jackie Chan teaming up with Ralph Macchio to train this new protege kid. Looks good. The trailer caught my attention, so I'm definitely intrigued, to say the least. June 6th, The Ballerina, which is the John Wick spin off with Anna de Armas. Apparently, Keanu will show up in this to some degree, probably not much, but he will appear briefly in the film. Basically, based on the ballerina school we saw in the movies, where they're basically ballerinas, but they're being trained to be like assassins. So it's kind of like Black Widows. Pixar's new animated film Elio comes out June 13th. Apparently, a kid's obsessed with outer space and manages to go there, and all sorts of weird stuff goes on. Um, Not so excited for that as I am for the other movie coming out the same day, June 13th, How to Train Your Dragon live action. The trailer for this really impressed me. My only worry is they're going to be going for a shot for shot redo of the animated. But should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that one. June 20th, 28 years later, the new Danny Boyle movie, which is a sequel to 28 Days, 28 Weeks Later. This one's 28 years later. Picks up where the last one left off decades on to see where everything stands with the rage virus. June 27th, we're getting F1 with Brad Pitt. Same director as Top Gun Maverick. They released a very short trailer. Looks great. The driving footage, they're shooting it just like they did with Maverick, where they're basically in the car driving on the track. Not sure how much of it's CGI, but it still looks pretty impressive and well worth, I think, checking out. June 27th, counter programming Megan 2.0. Yes, the sequel to the horror movie from a few years back. She has been revamped and upgraded and up to more shenanigans, apparently. July 2nd, Jurassic World Rebirth. with Scarlett Johansson. Um, I don't know about this one. I mean, the Jurassic movies kind of started going a little bit on a downhill slope. Somebody actually made a fan-made trailer that had Johansson turn into a Velociraptor. They actually toyed with the idea of doing that. But fake trailer, not happening. But I saw the trailer and the first thing I thought of was Velocipaster. If you don't know what the hell that is, check it on Prime. It's basically a priest who turns into a raptor and beats up gangsters. Like, oh my god, it was fucking terrible. Um, Here's the big one for the year: Superman, July 11th. DC's first shot at rebranding their franchise slash studio. This movie better make all the fucking money because if it doesn't, oh my god, I don't know what's going to happen. Directed by James Gunn, David Cornsweet playing Superman, jacked to the nines, like his fucking arms look like the size of my waist. Like, god damn. So yeah, that's coming out July 11th. Like I said, it better make all the money or they're gonna be pretty fucked. There's a Smurfs movie coming out July 18th. Didn't even know kids were still into the Smurfs, but hey, we'll see. July 25th for Fantastic Four, First Steps. So that's going to be a packed July, guys. Got Jurassic Park, Superman, and Fantastic Four in the same month. Ooh, we're going to see how that works out. August 8th, we're getting Freakier Friday. Yes, Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are back, reprising their characters from the original. Not sure about that one, but I don't think I was the demographic they were shooting for with the original, so I don't know. September 26th, The Bride, directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal, starring Christian Bale as the Frankenstein monster. This that could be cool. Not sure. Have to see a trailer for that, but has promise. The Michael Jackson biopic coming out October 3rd, which has gotten. I've seen a couple of shots here and there. I think it's one of his nephews playing the lead role. I'm not sure. But it's supposed to be a biopic regarding Michael Jackson. Um, Tron Ares on October 10th. That should be good. I've heard rumors and rumblings that Tron Legacy and possibly the original Tron are going to get 4K releases this year. Fingers crossed. But Jared Leto is going to be the lead in this one, and basically the programs get out of the grid and into the real world. So, I had a lot of fun with Tron Legacy, despite the de aging they did on Jeff Bridges. But yeah, I'll check that one out. Black Phone's getting a sequel on October 17th with Ethan Hawke. Black Phone 2, obviously. Predator Badlands is coming out November 7th. So, same director as the Prey movie, which was actually pretty good. Um, this one's going to be, I think, more of the same. Same day as that comes out, we've got the Running Man remake with Glenn Powell. That's based on the Arnie movie from 87, I think it came out. But yeah, so based on the Stephen King short story, Glenn Powell taking over for Arnie. We'll see how that goes. Remakes sometimes are hit and miss. November 21st, this is the one my wife's looking forward to. Wicked for Good. Part 2, in other words. God, part 1 was so long. Yeah, so that's basically going to be Act 2 of the Broadway show in theaters November 21st. Zootopia is getting a sequel November 26th, which I'd heard rumblings of, but didn't really realize it was coming out so soon. First one was okay. I mean, it's around Christmas, it'll probably make some money. Five Nights at Freddy's number 2, December 5th. Another sequel. God, Hollywood, come on, get an original idea. Speaking of sequels, Avatar: Fire and Ash, December 19th. Yeah, this is only the third out of like 8. Honestly, I'm going to be dead before this series ends. Probably. Hope not, but the rate they're going, shit. And the ultimate counter programming move for that is the SpongeBob movie's coming out on December 19th. Woohoo! Yikes. But yeah, so lots of stuff. We'll see if any of it makes any money, if any of it's any good. Like I said, the Superman movie's got to make all the money, but at the same time, it also has to be a really good movie. Like I've seen movies like the Transformers movies, for example, shit movies, absolute shit, but they make a lot of money. Um, Same with Avatar. I mean, honestly, I mean Avatar one. I've said this since day one. It was Dances with Wolves in outer space. Come on, guys. Visually, technically, amazing. Story, fucking trash. I don't care. James Cameron, suck it. Those movies are fucking garbage story wise. The second one was basically the first one, only it was at sea instead of in a jungle. This next one, Fire and Ash, so there's going to be somewhere fucking going to burn down the forest. I don't know. But yeah, so let me know what you think down below. What movies are you most looking forward to? What are you going to be picking up for physical media, if any, throughout the year? I know there's also been some rumors that Somewhere in Time, the Chris Reeve movie from 1980, is getting a 4K release in 2025. Also rumored is English Patient, Master and Commander. Both I would, oh my god, I'd be all over those. So there's going to be more titles obviously added because this only covers till April. Like I said, add about a month to any theatrical release, and you'll got basically the digital or physical release dates, unless they go completely off kilter. I know for the last year or two, they've also been doing off weeks for releases. So instead of every Tuesday, it's like every second Tuesday they will release major titles because the writer's strike and everything else just fucked everything up. But so yeah, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Which movies are you looking forward to the most in theaters? Which ones do you think are going to make the most money? Which ones do you think are going to bomb? Physical media, same thing. Which ones are you going to be picking up day one? Any of the 4K upgrades you're looking forward to? And also, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. I've only got 130 subs, and I've been doing this channel for 10 years. Um, New Year's resolution, I would say get more subs, but I've only got so much control over that. Obviously, I need to try to post more videos on a more regular basis, but that's on me. Subbing is on you. Doesn't cost you a penny. Never going to charge for anything on this channel. Not going to do a Patreon. Not going to do like paid sponsor ads or any of that bullshit. Subscribing to the channel just basically adds it to the algorithm, gets me more views. Hopefully, I mean, getting to the age now where I want to retire. I want to be able to monetize my channel and just do this for a living. Probably not going to happen for a while. At the rate I'm going, it's going to take me about, I'll be 149 years old before I get 1,000 subs to monetize the channel at this rate. So see what you can do. Pass the word around. Tell your friends. Check out some of my old videos. Got a lot of good ones. Some trailer reactions. Some game reactions. I posted a top 10 of 2024 video about a week ago. Basically going over all my favorite physical and movie releases of the year, best and worst for the theaters. There was lots of shitty movies last year, as we all well know. So anyway, in the meantime, let me get this posted up and like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and we'll catch you in the next year.